Yo, what's up guys? It's K-Spade, the leader of the Wolfpack, bringing you guys another NBA 2K17 Pro-Am game with my squad, the Made Men. Wait a second though, this isn't K-Spade, this is Cookie Boy. What's going on? This is not the normal squad I run with. These are not the Mongees Dick Dicks. Let me explain myself as we hop into the gameplay. And I'll start off with the leader of the Made Men, K-Spade, the squad that I'm running with. K-Spade is one of the most well-known guys in the 2K community, especially the Pro-Am community. He's been playing this mode since 2K11 when it was known as the Crew mode. So if you're watching a Pro-Am gameplay, there's a good chance you know who K-Spade is. If you do not know by any chance, he has a YouTube channel with over 100,000 subscribers. I'll leave that link in the description. You guys definitely gotta check out my man K-Spade, because if you're watching Pro-Am videos and you're not watching K-Spade videos, that's a problem, because those two go hand in hand. Alright, he is Mr. Pro-Am himself, as that's an air ball right there. So he's running at the 2. He's got a sharpshooting shooting guard, though he takes it to the rim right there. Now Spade and I, we met a couple of times in real life. We went to a couple events together. We went to the EA Play event in mid-June. We played Madden 17 early at one of those events, and you know, we clicked. We had some fun. We played some games and all of that, and I hit up Spade on Twitter a while ago, or maybe a week ago or so. I was like, hey, you want to ever run some of these Pro-Am games? You know, I'm down. I'm ready to play. I just like playing. So, you guys got a spot? Let me know. And we did play, you know, for one day in 2K16. So this is not the first time I am running with Spade. But, you know, now I'm going to try to run with him a little bit more regularly. As you see, we're making a couple of mistakes early on, trying to get accustomed to this new offense. So Spade's the shooting guard. And then we have MG at the small forward position. He's got a sharpshooter. We got Rap at the 4, Canadian Raptor. He is also a sharpshooter and not a power forward, but we're running small ball today. And then we got Killa Philla 76ers. He's a center, and you're going to be seeing him set a lot of screens. So the offense that we're running right now, I mentioned in the last video that, you know, my normal team, we don't really run too much sets or offense or anything like that. We're making a little bit of adjustment as we head to the Made Men, because these guys, they run a spread pick and roll system, something you'll see in the NBA a lot of times, where, you know, you got like the guard running set picks and all that. You guys got shooters spread out on the outside like K-Spade, extra pass to Rap, who's gonna knock down this shot and get us the early lead right here. So that's the system, and with that system, we are the point guard, and that's gonna allow us to thrive a lot and have the ball in our hands a lot. Usually when I'm playing this game, you know, we're just free-for-all styling. I'm just trying to drive and cake and create for my teammates and all that, and it's still a lot of the same. It's just that we're gonna have the ball in our hands a lot more, and we have a lot more responsibility to create for the offense and a lot more chances to create for ourselves. With a space 4 like this means, you know, we're gonna have more drives to the paint, more mid-range jumpers and all that. So, you know, our numbers, our usage rate and all that, that should improve. It's like, you know, you give the ball to Russell Westbrook and James Harden a lot more times, they're going to get bigger numbers and all that, you know what I mean? But I'm not comparing myself to Russell or James Harden. We're doing all right. We're not playing to our full potential at all right now. Like I said, we're getting accustomed to the new teammates, and, you know, there's pros and cons to playing with these guys. Obviously, actually, no, let me explain the defense before I get into that. The defense is also different. The offense, different. The defense, what we're doing here is we're running a zone. I mentioned a lot that we run man defense whenever we're playing with our normal squad. When I'm running with Michael and Brian and Josh and all those guys and Walsh. But here we're running a 2-3 zone. So you'll see Spade and I, we're the guards. We're at the top of it. MG and Rap, they're on the left and right side. And then you got Killa Philla 76er in the middle of it all. And that is a very effective way to play defense in the Pro-Am. Probably a better way than man. We just run man because we're pretty decent at it. As you see, we had a wide open dunk right there, but you guys know how it goes with me. It doesn't matter what team we're playing on. We're still trying to create for our teammates. Even though the system that we're playing in demands a little bit more in the point guard scoring, I mean, I'm still trying to get my teammates involved. I feel like, you know, that's the way point guard position should be played. Even though you can get 20, you don't have to get 20. You can get 10, but you can also get a couple extra assists and keep everybody happy and involved. But the one thing that I feel like is emphasized coming on this team is that these guys not only like to win, but they really want to win, and they're willing to sacrifice their numbers for the better of the team to win the game. So you won't have anybody who's upset that they only got 3 shots in the game or something like that. You know, Rap, if he's in the corner and he's not getting the ball, that's all good. If Spade's in the corner and he's not getting the ball, it's all good. If we're running point and we're not putting up numbers, it's all good as long as we win the game, as long as we're having fun and doing it the right way. And so far so good. We're up 12 points early on in this game. So now let me get to the pros and cons, everything, because so far what I'm saying, everything sounds pretty good, right? We're playing in a, you know, more organized team, more organized offense. We get the ball more. What could possibly be wrong, right? So the pros, those are obviously the pros. One, we're going to get the ball more. We're going to get better floor spacing. That's going to help our numbers. We got shooters around us. It's a position for us to thrive in. And then defensively, we're doing pretty good. We're holding on to 20 points at half. You guys saw the record. They're not the best team out there, so that has a part to do with it. But there are a little bit of cons to it. One, I'm not playing with my boys. Obviously, you know, I would go to war with Michael and Brian and Josh and Walsh any day of the week, all right? You know, I still prefer playing with those guys all the time. I know those guys for years. Those are my guys, all right? And we're definitely still going to be playing with them a lot, probably more than I play with Spade and all these guys. We're just going to get together whenever everyone's available and stuff like that. But we'll also be on the Dick Dicks. And there's a little bit of repercussions for me playing on the Made Men. You guys will see, you know, in the upcoming video that I actually had to delete the Pro-Am because I was the owner of the Pro-Am and I wanted to play with these guys, so I had to delete it and we have to make a new one. So you guys will be seeing that soon. Walsh will be the new owner, yada yada yada. We'll get to that when the time comes. So that's one of the cons, obviously, you know, trying to get used to the new teammates. And you guys will see a lot. I put some clips specifically in this video of me making bad plays and missing plays. There was a good one. We found Spade, but Spade ended up passing the ball. He didn't think he had the open shot right there. Kind of caught him off guard. So Spade, the kind of guy he is, I'm gonna call Spade a gunner in a good way because he's a shooting guard who puts shoot first into it. And that's something you gotta do as a a sharpshooter. You gotta have that quick trigger, and he definitely has that. And not only that, he has a very sneaky good off the dribble game. You know, a lot of sharpshooters, they don't have that. Spade, he more so likes driving through the room than he likes taking those shots. He likes his corner three and all that. You watch his videos, he's got that Irish green soap bar and all that. But my man will pull out some of the wildest Euros and floaters and all that, trying to get crafty at the rim, trying to pull like a little, Kobe Bryant or Dwayne Wade at the rim, whatever it may be. As we're going to just take this wide open rim right here. Look, they're going to leave me that open. I mentioned in the previous video, I got to take it. But, I'm like sidestepping my point right here. The other cons to it is that, with this spread offense and all that, sometimes the free-flowing offense, it creates a higher pace of play as we end up having to take the shot at the end of the shot clock. I don't think it was that bad. It gave me like a D-. That dude ran away from me, but it's whatever. We're kind of blowing this lead a little bit as I talk along. But yeah, the free-flowing offense also has its pros where, we step up the pace, especially against a team that's not that good. We can do whatever we have to do. And the other thing is, our big, I like Kill It. I like what he's doing, but I also like playing with Brian in the sense that, Brian's looking to get his. Sometimes a little bit too much, right? Because I said part of my points was that, everybody's here to win, not necessarily to get their numbers. Sometimes I feel like our team that I normally play with, people, worry about the numbers a little bit too much. Brian was probably the worst thing of that, the worst culprit of that, trying to get his numbers. But you probably don't want to tell Brian this, but I actually like the aggressiveness he plays with because I'll just encourage him to take more shots than he already does. But I like the fact that he's looking for a shot underneath the rim because I feel like that's something that not a lot of centers do in 2K. Like, I play with a couple of centers in 2K16 and 17 in Pro and even 15, and sometimes they'll miss the shots that I feel like Brian's able to take. It's just this beautiful ball movement right here. Ball's going to find Spade. He's going to knock down the three. But yeah, I feel like, people miss those shots that Brian's able to take. He's, patient underneath the rim a lot of the times. He's able to get his buckets. And I feel like that's a piece of the offense that a lot of teams do not take advantage of, where you're trying to dominate the pick and roll game. The center's just trying to set picks, and he's not rolling hard to the rim enough. And when he gets to the rim, he's not ready to do anything and tries to pass out. So that's one thing. And then, of course, another thing, Josh with his slasher. I do like playing with Josh's slasher a lot. We have just, a bunch of sharpshooters out here, and they're limited on what they can do off the bounce and all that. With Josh, that's the second ball handler right there. And Josh, he's got a good basketball IQ. He knows what to do with the ball when he gets it. More often than not, score with it. And then on top of it all, with the slasher, when he doesn't have the ball, I can read his routes, see who's making cuts to the rim, set him up for a mid-range jumper and all that. Meanwhile, here, everyone's just standing still, and, that may be. So, which one do I prefer to play? And it works both ways. I like both ways. They're both fine. I would say I do like the floor spacing a lot more right here. It definitely makes for an easier time offensively, and defensively we're doing a pretty good job in the zone. We never really try to run zone too often, and when we do, it's a little bit wishy-washy on a normal team. So maybe it's something we should explore more. I don't really know. And it's cool to get this, experience here, learning with these guys. These guys are no slouches. You guys saw their record. They're really good. Obviously, like I said, Spade's been doing this for years. A lot of the guys on this team, they've been playing Pro-Am for years as well. Rap has been a part of Spade's crew for a little bit. MG and, I think Kill is just like someone that they recruited, but nonetheless, these guys, they definitely know what they're doing out here. So we're gonna end up getting the W in this one. As you guys can tell, we're up by a lot. So we ended up getting a nice run in the fourth quarter. You see Killa with the dunk right there. Killa, I believe, is the only one that doesn't usually run with this squad. And one thing I learned about Killa as I continue playing with him, not necessarily this game, but on and on, is that he's more of a pass-first center specifically. Not just that, he goes underneath the rim and doesn't look for his offense. It's just that he can definitely rack up the assists. He can see the floor pretty well from underneath the rim, which is a little bit of an underrated trait for centers. Sometimes you can only see what's going on in the restricted area as a center, but he's got a good vision and a good idea how to play the game. And Spade's going to get the A1 dunk right there. So we had this is actually the second game I played on this team. The first game Spade actually posted on his channel. We posted like a 13, 14 or something like this game. We put up, decent stats, and we could definitely do a lot better on stat-wise. We're getting W's, and that's the most important thing, but, this offense, it calls for a lot of me scoring more often than not and taking shots. And these guys, they'll actually get on me if I don't take shots. They're like, what are you doing, man? You got a dunk right there. So they're getting used to the way I play, and I got to get used to the way they play. So I'm going to be posting another game, the next pro-am game I play, whenever that's going to be. You guys will see. We make a little bit of an adjustment on the offensive end, and we'll see how that works out for us. So, leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed this one. Subscribe for more NBA 2K17 Pro-Am games. Let me know what you guys think about the Made Man. Like I said, I'll definitely still be playing with, Walsh, Michael, Josh, and Brian, those guys, and ScoMo, and whoever else. But, yeah, so I'll catch you guys next time, and we'll see how the new team works out with the Made Men.